members of the congregation. You are now here on a Wednesday with Easy, the tech preacher. Truth to be told.
It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, tell me, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Easy, yep, tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher. All the real wired ones, where you at? 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 All the real wired ones, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Wired Wednesday, y'all. Woo! Are y'all ready? Are you ready for the boom? Oh, yeah. Man, that sounds like I'm making a sex movie or something.
Oh, wow. Oh, I forgot it was Wednesday, damn it.
I want to welcome everybody to Wired Wednesday. The day of the week that we go in live and uncut. And you know what? We're going to have us some fun. We're going to talk about the iPad. Apple did drop some stuff today, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, yesterday, dropped some stuff yesterday.
It's not playing around.
You know what I'm saying? Apple say, you know what? We got you. We got you covered. I don't know about their smartphones, but their tablets and their computers.
It's solid.
It's solid. That's what I'm talking about.
It's solid.
Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. I want to welcome everybody to Wired Wednesday. We got the wired ones in the building, the VIPs in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! So if you're listening to this on a podcast channel, welcome. This is a night to remember. Like Porky's, right?
Yeah, like Porky's.
Okay. So listen.
What in the hell?
Yeah, you know, I'm a real Porky's fan, right? I remember watching the Porky's the first time.
Oh, yeah, it was good. That was good.
That was gone, man.
What's your favorite part about Porky?
Porky's 2, a ball breaker was in the women's bathroom.
Yeah.
And your boy had his prick in the window. And she
Yeah, that thing, didn't she? That was the first glory hole, right?
Yeah.
Pause.
That was and then that's
my
when,
bad, y'all. My bad. I forgot.
That's when your bar broke his virgin.
Left already?
That's when your bar broke his virgin on the first one, you know. Pee-wee.
Oh, my bad.
Pee-wee. Oh man. So Apple, listen, man. Apple do some good things and some bad things, man. And you know, Apple wants to dominate the tablet market, right? I mean, now they actually are dominating the tablet market, right? I mean, Samsung trying its best to do a lot of different things, but you know, Apple doing their thing. They didn't need a whole keynote address to drop the iPad Pros and the new iPad. So we're gonna talk about it, man. I mean, I think
everything.
Well,
I'm here.
It was a press conference. I mean, well, it's not a press conference.
It was a video, right?
It was a video, yeah.
Yeah,
it wasn't a keynote or nothing like that. It was a video.
Yeah.
The iPad Pro, you know, they put the M2 processor in it.
M2 processor.
Right? M2 in it.
M2 in
that thing. Now the M1 was already beating everything out there.
Correct.
Now they put the M2 in there.
And what we asked for, or we were hoping for, right? First, we were hoping for that they would, if they put the M1, would they put Mac OS on it, right?
Right.
Then we knew that didn't come back. But would they put Final Cut on it?
Right.
Final Cut is nowhere to be found, but DaVinci Resolve, though. Maybe Apple will revisit that because DaVinci Resolve is going to cause you some problems.
Listen, man. I mean, look, DaVinci Resolve is something that it changed the landscape of it, right? It changed because what people wanted was iPad for as far as professional filmmakers, right? I mean, we're looking for an iPad that, listen, I don't want to carry a heavy duty laptop with all that power because you need a lot of power to do video editing. All right?
Yep.
And so here we got the iPad that's going to get DaVinci on it with color grading and all kinds of other things on there, man. I think this is fantastic.
I think it's great.
I mean, this is a filmmaker's dream.
Yeah.
So I think this gonna be great for.
There are a lot of people like for me, I prefer to be at my desk, but there are a lot of people that are not like that. They have a Mac and all that stuff, and they're using their iPads to edit.
Yeah,
they just went up to the next level now.
I mean, you think about it. You at Starbucks, right? You got your headphones on. You loaded all your stuff on your iPad. You at Starbucks. You drink your hot cup of coffee, and you editing your videos, color grading, and you're doing. I mean, all the editing you can.
All that stuff. On
the iPad, just sitting at the coffee house. I mean, a thin piece of, I mean, you talk about something like that. I'm not talking about sitting at home with I got the Mac Studio. I mean, the thing, you got to have power behind a lot of this stuff, right? But with the iPad, it's taking it to the next level. That means that if it's able to do 4K, 8K, and all this type of
if it's able to do, well, it should be, right? It's an M2.
The M2.
It's an M2. It should do that in its sleep.
For $799.
For $799.
$799.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Base model?
Right. 128 gigs.
But hey, let's not talk about too much because it seems like the way you're talking about it is you trying to we about to pick this up.
Yes. I am about to pick this up. And the reason why is, listen, I always usually buy iPad.
Oh, iPads, yeah.
I usually buy
but the thing about it, look at this.
You need a new iPad.
You went from iPrompter to iEdit. You have a prompter and an editor.
Yes. So I know it sucks for a lot of people because I don't think that this app is going to come to anybody before the M1. I think people that got the M1 they're going to probably get DaVinci Resolve, or maybe this is an M2 thing. I don't know, because they said that it's going to come to the iPad Pro, but this is the M2.
I think they could run it on the older, but why?
They won't
why?
do it.
Yeah, why? So
won't do it.
That's a lot of work for DaVinci to do it. And what's the incentive for Apple? They want to sell new product.
They want to sell new product. It's probably going to be a iPad Pro exclusive on the M2.
Okay.
And listen, I'm not mad about that. I think that's great.
No.
I mean, $799, 128 gigs. Listen, it's not the. I got the big iPad, the big 12.8 inch. Sometimes you just, if you're going to like the coffee house, you want something a little compact. I don't know if that big 12.9.
It makes more sense the M2, right? Because now that I think about it, right? Final Cut uses your hard drive to make it seem like it's much faster than other stuff, so it uses a lot of data.
Yeah.
Whereas on an iPad, you really don't want that. You want something like Adobe Premiere or DaVinci that you have the files and you're just using the CPU and GPU to really push everything through.
Yeah, I think.
What's going on, kids?
What's going on?
What up, Scoop?
What up, Scoop?
I just stopped in to say hi as I'm prepping my gear. So.
Of course you are, sir. Money never sleeps, sir.
Yep, I'm heading down to Fremont tonight to shoot a wrestling show at one of the bars down there. So.
Yes. So we talking about the M2 iPads. I just think that Apple's getting closer to, maybe doing Final Cut, but they're going to make it a big thing. Like it's going to be spectacular. Like they're going to put Final Cut on there, and the whole keynote address that's all they're going to talk about, right? I think that's what they're going to do. I think
we'll see.
But here's the thing: the
problem is they came out and DaVinci's already here. So
I know, but did you see, like, when I watched the video? They actually want you with this iPad to shoot the video, to edit it, because they put these cameras on there. They put these high-end cameras. Now, obviously, it don't have optical image stabilization, but I mean, they claiming you can shoot your whole video and everything on the iPad and then edit it on DaVinci Resolve. I mean, that's
huge. That's huge. That's something where you step back. I know people try to focus on like what didn't happen, but that's a huge play.
Thing. I mean, well, a lot of people would say, "Well, easy. We don't shoot videos or edit video." Well,
Yeah,
see,
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Buy
You
the
don't need
basic iPad.
right. 449.
You good?
I wouldn't recommend that one because it's only 64 gigs. I think
Yeah.
that,
You pay a little bit more. And remember,
Yeah.
even though it's a basic app, in a year or so it will drop. It's the iPad Air, just lower price. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So it's really not a basic iPad. It's just going to take the spot of the basic iPad.
So D-Mail
Eventually.
said it does have ProRes and ProRAW.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Uh,
I mean, hey, man. I mean, hey.
like, hey, I'm not complaining, man. I know, the thing is we're supposed to stick to all of our camps. I think everybody on the panel, except for LaShawn, and he would move over.
I move on.
I used to do DaVinci.
But just I know you do DaVinci, but I'm just saying we all got on MacBooks. I mean, on Macs, and I know you would do it too.
Yeah.
For the price. You know what I'm saying? So like they're making compelling hardware and software combinations.
Man, that just enticed me to buy a
Oh, I know.
Blackmagic
And the thing
camera,
about
man.
it, here's oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Woo.
So you can take that up to the next level. But yeah, it's like I know where we are all hoping it would go, but we have to be realistic. This for some people is a dream
Yeah.
because it's inexpensive. You literally could have
compact
a
setup.
six.
It's a
Yeah, you could have a
compact,
16 gig
full-powered setup.
Mac Mini at home, and then your road dog could be the iPad. So
Yeah.
you're on mobile and you're just transferring
You have
stuff over.
a seamless.
Oh man,
workflow.
Yeah. So I mean, when you talk about that, we talk about this. I look at it like this. Just say you go into an event because next year the events are open and I might get invited or somebody might get invited to an event. Right? You go to an event, or just like Scoop. Scoop going to do.
Scoop is going on right now.
Go do an event. But think about that. You could be at the hotel. You got your iPad.
Yeah,
you
instead
could do
of
the
like,
whole
I got to
edit.
get home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get home.
You could do the whole edit, and if you got, you're in Vegas, so you got fast uploads in Vegas when if you want to upload it to the internet or something like that. So, the hotels everywhere else got that slow internet. You in Vegas, man. You might got 1,000 gig upload.
If you're anywhere, if you have Verizon anywhere on the strip that has access to ultra wideband, I've cracked 2.5 gigs
Woo,
down
sweet.
and a gig up.
Oh yeah, well you can upload, but hold on, can you use your what they call that where you tether your device to your iPad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hotspot.
Hotspot. You can use.
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. So when I go out of town, I edit, I shoot a video out of town.
So here you go, Louis. We don't know the answer to that because Final Cut is absolutely not available on the iPad.
And it never should be.
So it is not available. What the game changer was today was DaVinci came in here and said, "Hey, people want Final Cut. Guess what? We're going to solve a lot of people's issues. We are available for iPad."
Honestly, Barry, it should never ever be on iPad. Just the way it works, it doesn't work for that type of
It doesn't work like it. You need like 1 terabyte of hard drive space because it really uses hard drive to do a lot of the stuff in the background. So a lot of times when people edit in Final Cut, they're shocked because they're like, when you scrub, it's just like ridiculous how fast you go through. It's not even close to like what you get on other setups.
It doesn't hiccup.
Not at all.
Yeah. And so I actually have DaVinci Resolve downloaded on my PC, and I was playing around with it. And
that's how LaShawn and I started. So I'm cool with. I don't have to have the same editor everywhere.
Right.
I've got experience with DaVinci. I have no problem moving back.
Except the Luma Fusion, not even. I mean, they announced a Luma Fusion on Android 7 months ago. Where's that?
He said it's on the way. And
the reason being is Luma Fusion is solid. It's not DaVinci Resolve.
It's
though.
not DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci Resolve is like a
It is a movie level editor. And now it's in the palm of your hand.
yeah. Get him, JoJo.
I think you have some high-end Hollywood people probably got involved with this too.
They
because
do use it.
Oh, they probably did.
Yeah,
They
because
probably did
want-
because they probably use. Hey, I use this. Why don't I have it?
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, you think about it. You have these high-end, studios that you got all these editors, man. They can edit on iPads, man, and that's right there on the spot, right there. They edit and color grading and stuff like that instead of going way back to the studios. And they got these big old towers, and they got to have 200 terabytes of storage and all
It's
that.
finally the equivalent for audio engineers when they're at a live event. If you ever pay attention to an event out here on Fremont, there's a guy standing in the crowd with a 12.9-inch iPad adjusting all the audio levels in real time for people performing.
Yeah, and that it's I think what this does is it changed the landscape. Now here we got Samsung probably sitting in their coffin like, oh damn, we didn't even get Lumen Fusion yet. We don't have nothing here to offer. Shit, we got Dex, but what you gonna use? What they call Director's View, Director's
Power Director.
Come on now,
Yeah,
Power
it's not
Nah,
close. Yeah.
man. Power Director. That's the only good one on Android, right?
Power up.
Mhm.
And you got to pay for it. And listen, for the life of me, I'm tired of seeing content creators that's using Power Director upload videos. They got the trap.
Oh, and got
stamp on there
the
because they don't want
watermark.
to pay $2.99 for the damn software. God,
Is it a monthly
what?
thing?
no,
Hey,
it's a one-time fee.
So
Pay
is it now?
$2.99
I thought
for
they
the
upped it
damn
now.
Or maybe $5. I don't care how much it costs.
It
Oh
doesn't
yeah, they got.
bother.
I'm with you.
Come on.
They gotta get. They got
That makes you
it.
look stupid, man.
I mean,
You
they
gotta
got-
fucking pay for it.
I see if it's like $200.
Yeah, but it's
It's
like
only-
$10,
$100?
$5 or
Two.
something.
$2,
Yeah, like $2,
$2, $3. Yeah, I'm
$3.
doing that.
I mean,
$100. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of
No,
those.
I
things
agree.
that
Hey,
I
twin
don't.
folk, what's good?
Twin folk
we're
and a busy.
Yes, they do got Keen Master, Kenan Master, whatever
Kenny?
it is called, Kenan
Tiny?
Master, Kind of Master.
Kinda
Now
man?
listen,
Kinda
I
man?
used that on Dex once or twice, but it's just not as good as a DaVinci or something like that. It
It's
is.
supposed to be.
Well, I know, but it is okay. But again, I see people posting videos that don't pay for that. God, as soon as I see director's view or cut or whatever on the screen when I see a video, I immediately turn it off.
You immediately click.
Oh,
off.
you're like I'm good.
I immediately I can't because
I am
feel-
appalled.
how could you post a video and don't want to pay $2 for
That's
to get
crazy.
rid of the tramp stamp?
That's crazy.
Maybe
So I turn it
they
off.
like the tramp stamp.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. that's shit.
That's a big ass tramp.
No, I can see if you're sponsored by them. Like, hey,
Right,
remember,
if
this
you're
is.
sponsored
But
by
come
them,
on,
whatever.
why are we doing this? Or
Hey,
but I do
clickbait,
see
right?
it.
Clickbait. You see that? You think they sponsored and you click on it. You're like, damn it, this dude done got me.
I just don't see why.
All right,
wouldn't
Scoop,
do
you shoot well, sir.
Gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
pack up and get,
All right,
get to
man.
rolling. Appreciate
All
you.
right,
Love you.
peace
Appreciate
out,
you coming
man.
through, man. So here's a question. If
So $233 a month.
$2.33 a month.
That's for newbies offer. Normally it's $7 a month.
Is there like a forever?
Like a forever thing.
No,
Okay.
It's a monthly. Okay.
it's monthly.
Yeah, if you're gonna shoot all your videos and edit your videos on that software, you got to pay for it, player. Listen, think about it. I pay for Adobe Premiere Pro. You got to pay
Oh
for
man,
that
that's
shit
$20
every month.
Do that.
a month.
That's $20
I do
bucks
that.
a month.
Yeah.
You got to pay for Adobe Premiere Pro. If you get Final Cut Pro, with that's $500.
Okay. So there's a $12 a month KineMaster. Heroic
Oh.
Vision, that's what he uses.
Okay.
So you're paying like $28 a month, a year for for that King.
Yeah.
Power the watermark shit.
I'm not
The
look at
watermark.
the D-Mill cut your ball. No, shit, that's
Give
what
me
I
that
edit with.
watermark
I,
shit.
I
Bring
edited,
me
we
that
edit on the Dover
watermark
Premiere
shit.
Pro. We edit on Final Cut Pro and stuff like that, man. But hey,
Yes,
I
Jojo,
pay that
$300
too.
for Final Cut.
yeah,
One time.
yeah, 300.
I have to save up for that and then pay it.
But but how much DaVinci go cost on the iPad though? They didn't say
This
that.
is only like
it
couple
ain't
of
gonna be
months or
free.
whatever. I thought it was like forever.
Well, I don't know how much it's gonna cost.
Shit, and you getting the full DaVinci Resolve, like
I mean, for
the highest that there is.
For what I understand,
Supreme
Being.
Director, whatever.
And how much is it for the iPad? How much is it?
well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They didn't say how much it was gonna cost. But I know DaVinci Resolve. Let somebody accept
Stepdog
it.
said
300.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, for the full
That's like
version.
Final Cut.
Yeah, so I think I think it's gonna be at least, I don't know. I think it's gonna be like $50. I don't think it's gonna be
$50.
monthly. I don't think it's gonna be monthly, but
That's
I
$50.
think
Forbes,
Come on
I
now.
need the hookup for. Let me get that hookup that you got right there, sir.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you
You
why.
talking about the $32 a month for everything?
For everything.
I need that student. Oh, but
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah. Hey, but let me ask y'all a question.
Mhm.
If they sell it for $50 or $60, a one-time fee, you know how much money they still gonna make though?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you think about
Oh,
it.
heck yeah.
I mean, hundreds of thousands of people go just instantly start buying it.
Instantly buy that. I'll buy
Instantly
it.
start buying it, right? At $50 or $60 a month. I think people go buy this stuff, man. I think it's gonna be great. Here we go. Septon. Filming Pro is trash.
Oh gosh.
I stick with
Just
the
like,
MP Pro 24.
Just like Raw was a gimmick, right? Stepdog?
I tell you what, I've actually used MC Pro 24.
Yeah, you did a nice video on it.
Oh man, I did a video. That thing is nice. It's nice. Yeah, I would use MC Pro 24 FPS. Absolutely, because you can shoot high bit rates, you can shoot high frame rates, and it don't get me wrong. If you got a device that can't handle it, it definitely will shut it off. But if you got a device that can handle it, like a V60, you don't have to worry about that with the V60. Got the V60, that's something gonna go do it until the storage run out. That's one thing about the LG V60, man. I've put the LG V60 in dead summer in the heat shooting 8K video, and that son bitch ain't even, it can be hot as a fire, and it ain't gonna cut off. It ain't cutting off, man. I shot 8K video with that thing in fucking September, and that damn thing don't cut off, man. It don't
That's with
overheat.
LG.
It don't overheat, man. I ain't never had a phone that overheated. Well, but none of my LG V60 never overheated on me. I'm gonna tell you how pissed off I was. All right, so this for reference.
Okay.
All right, for reference with the Pixel 7 Pro. I'm gonna tell you, I'm filming and I'm using cinematic mode.
Cinematic mode, yeah.
I didn't even know the phone wasn't even recording. I'm up there talking my ass off, blah, yeah, and I go behind it. Some bitch says heat up, the camera app crashed, and I'm like, fuck. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Then I started again, and then I'm up there talking. I'm trying to film, and the phone cut off again, and I didn't even know because I'm using the rear camera. You know, when you're a one-man band, you solo.
Yeah, you don't know because no one's there.
Know.
See, I'm not going to be able to test it for a while because it got cold here. So, like indoors or outside right now is cold. 4K HD or 4K 10-bit HDR in cinematic mode, I can run forever. It's almost like I'm live streaming, right?
Yeah.
So once I get out there, I'll be able to kind of say, okay, these are the modes that it doesn't work and all that stuff. But this is my whole thing. LB streamed for over an hour. MIG streamed for over 2 hours. No overheat. I think Google really needs to adopt OnePlus. When you add something that is taxing, like cinematic mode and all that stuff, OnePlus is like when their first phones came out with 8K, it's like you got 5 minutes. It put it right up there. It's like you got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We just want you to know right now you got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, and they need to do the same thing so people understand.
Yeah.
Hey.
I shot.
Your family hours are.
Yeah, David. Yeah, in Florida you have a little different reference, right? 70 degrees is it's kind of chilly in Florida.
Yeah,
kind of chilly.
You know what's so funny?
Don't you love when people do that?
Mm-hmm.
But I shot with the when I was shooting that cinematic mode, man. On the, I was upset, man, because I lost.
Me spectacular. I've had zero heat. All I've had is just this phone has just been flawless. You know, that's all I've had.
Yeah, I haven't had it over. You know me either.
I haven't had that, but I did have it do one thing. Now it hasn't done that since Barry about the speaker sound like it was blown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's like my only issue that I have.
That was Bluetooth, right?
Yeah, but that was only one time issue. Like it haven't happened. Yeah,
there's a bug going around. The way I figured it out with LaShawn was I got my new car. This was a month ago. So and this is before I had the Pixel 7 Pro. I got into the car, was, wireless Android Auto. Now I see what Ike's talking about. Wireless Android Auto. I'm like all excited. I'm putting my thing, so I'm putting multiple phones. So all of a sudden I come in and I put my Pixel 7 Pro in, not my Pixel 7, my Pixel 6 Pro. And all of a sudden I'm like, man, did I blow the speakers? Mm-hmm. Like literally it sounded like when people blew their speaker. Yeah. Right. And I'm like, what the and no matter what I did, it sounded that way. Mm-hmm. So I turned the car off, ran inside, got my Xiaomi. I'm like, I blew the speakers. Went about my business. Came back later after I got out of a client. Speakers back to normal. It's some type of Bluetooth issue that makes it sound like your speakers are straight up blown.
Yeah, so I'm hoping like a software update can fix that. That would be dope.
You know what?
I called Google and they tried to tell me, "Well, send you a refurbish." I'm like, "Motherfucker, I ain't had this shit 3 days."
I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know if I would do that right now because, like I said, I don't think it's I think it's a Bluetooth thing. I don't think it's wait for a bug, Pixel.
A software update.
The thing about it is, I've been shooting by myself for so long, man. I kind of know the perfect position. Like when I set up a phone, I kind of know the perfect position. All I need the phone to do is just to keep running. That's it. I can get the perfect position because all I want to do is just hit record because I use external mics. So I'm good with that front. Mm-hmm. And but it just with that one time. But when I went to 4K 30 frames per second on the Pixel 7 Pro, didn't have no problem overheating at all. It was just cinematic mode. And
like I said, I think they need to do a better job of explaining that to people. Like, hey, if you're in this temperature, there's a reason why we came out with 1080p and it's not available on 4K. You know what I'm saying? Like we're processing a lot of data, right?
I can see why.
It probably would be like 30 seconds.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people blaming, the Samsung chip that's in there because some of the architecture of the Tizen. I'm not the Tizen, but the
Exynos.
Exynos, yeah, that's so.
Yeah, I would love to be able to blame it. Like I really just think, I only have one camera that can do. Well, I have two cameras. Mm-hmm. This and the one that is shooting me right now that can do 4K 10-bit. The rest of them can't do it. Yeah. Most of them can't do 4K 60. They overheat with 30, right? So I just think they just need to kind of explain that when they come out with new things. Like, hey, you're not gonna be able to do it all day. They can say it in the keynote, so people know, right? So
look, I want to bring this up, right? I talked about this in my podcast that's coming out tomorrow. So I've already recorded it, but I kind of went off a little bit about this. It's because every time I go on Twitter and Facebook or Instagram, I see people make this comment that nobody don't talk about this, or you don't hear no tech reviewers talk about these issues. You never hear tech reviewers talk about that issue, or Samsung or Apple. And my response to those people, like, where y'all been? We always talk about issues. We always hold people feet to the fire when it comes down to Samsung and Apple, you know. But I come to find out that when people make those comments about, oh, so-and-so, you know, you don't hear, when they say that they don't hear no tech reviewers talking about this issue like iOS 16 or something like that. Well, y'all looking for the bigger
Yeah, I think they're looking at the bigger
Yeah,
YouTubers, right?
Because we've been talking about
it.
They don't hear us.
It's sort of like when you see a lot of people get really upset with Marquez. But if you watch his podcast, it's very different than when he says in his reviews, right? So in his podcast, he said like there should be no $900 phone that's running 60 hertz.
Yeah, he talked
That's
about
terrible. He won't say that on video. And the thing is, I I'm not trying to make excuses for Marquez or any big reviewer, but there are penalties to pay if you are making that relationship against these brands, whereas you have more leeway with Google, you know?
Well, I think this is why Unbox Therapy come out with his second channel. This is why Marquez can talk about it on
correct
because it's different. Listen, you know, a lot of people don't understand the back of the house, how this shit work, right? I mean, listen, you got to feed your family. I understand that. You know, you staff members, you got to pay this, you got to pay that. So look, those channels make the money. That's why you come
Charles.
out with second channels and third channels.
And you can talk. And the thing about it, if you watch his channel, he normally has one guy, but there's two guys that are with him. And his latest video is on Pixel 7. And the title is like, Pixel 7 is the one that I would go for. And it was two of his guys were basically, I get all the Pixels. One is like, I'm switching the Pixel and I'm going to Pixel 7 because it does this. I'm going with 7 Pro, even though I respect the 7. And he's sitting there just letting them talk, right?
Yeah.
Where he can't do that on his channel.
Right. And
you know?
And I think for the people that have to understand this, right? People like Unbox Therapy, Marquez, and stuff like that, they're running a business, man.
They're running the business.
That requires revenue.
Correct.
Now, for the people that say that, well, you know, Marquez did say that in this video, why don't you pay the man fucking bills and maybe he can say that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Like, you know, y'all don't understand that when a person running a business, right? This is why when you see a second channel, they talk a lot about things on their second channel versus the main channel. The main channel is business. That's business. And look, even Flossie say, listen, this phone right here, I got to, you know, talk nice about it. But
I got to pay the bills.
Right, I got to pay the bills. But when I bought this phone, I bought it with my own money. I could talk shit about it. See, that's what you got to understand. Stuff is business.
Right. And I think it's good to have a mix, right? Like
you have to
understand that you know there are some large creators that have decided to get as large as possible and not do that, but you won't see them with a huge staff. You know, I'm just saying, like you watch a mix, you understand what's going on, and there are other avenues where you can see your favorite creator talk the way you want them to talk about said products that you're questioning about. You know, you don't only have to look for Marquez on his channel. Like I said, on his channel last year, and I actually included a clip from this, on his channel last year, he had nothing but nice things to say about cinematic mode. In podcasts, when they were launching it, he was like, this thing is trash. Cinematic mode is garbage.
Well, okay. So hold on, wait a minute. He got integrity. I mean, you when you watch,
I understand.
Video,
you know, I know where he's coming from. I know where Twin Focus coming from.
I'm not saying shit on the product, right? I mean, you talk about pros and cons and opportunities. That don't hinder his integrity. I think he got strong integrity. It ain't like when you watch Flossie and he say, well, whoever buy the iPhone 14 Plus, you're a fucking idiot, right? But see, Floss and MKBA, that's two different people. That's two different tech reviews.
Yeah,
right?
I understand where he's getting from. And Twin Folk, I don't think we'll be able to solve what everybody thinks today. I will tell you, I was not happy with a lot of stuff that he said about Pixel because I know he couldn't say those same things. But I do understand, like, if they step out of line, they get cut off like immediately, right?
No,
So, but go ahead.
But the thing about it, here's the thing. I don't think it ruins his integrity. I just think that, listen, man, I'm a business owner, and listen, if one person get upset with me because I might sell something at a higher price than the other people, then I might get lose that one person.
Oh, Farhan, you will not get an argument from me, Easy, or anyone on this panel that YouTubers killed LG. We know that.
Oh hell yeah, they killed.
They decided to kill that brand.
They said off with their heads.
But what I'm saying is, if you running a business, you have to know your checks and balances. You have to pay staff. You listen. Your responsibility, it becomes totally different when you got people on your payroll. All right, and your payroll requires a lot of different elements to make money. Because I mean, listen, you got to make money, and a lot of people say, okay. So my thing is, should a person, kill, they staff and close their businesses and all that just so they can, get online and curse out a company because they didn't bring.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's a tough. Like, there's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of nuance to have, but I think when he started to ascend, right? First of all, he was great out the box, right? But then he started to ascend. Yeah. I don't think he envisioned when he first started, like, I'm going to rule YouTube, but tech YouTube, but also have all these people depending on my paycheck.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a like that's the reason why I'm a little like, I don't like I'll be mad. I'll be just like with oh man, I know what you're saying, but I totally get what you're saying as well.
Okay, so the answer to that question is, this is one of the reasons why we are here, right?
Correct. And that's the reason why Twin Folk is here. We need, because we have seen this blueprint. We've seen people like Easy, we've seen people like Tay in the chat. We can follow that example, and it's like, we don't sacrifice integrity. That's the bottom line. We won't do it. So it's up to the viewer. You need to check us out and watch them. Really, you need to check us out, right? Because they're not going to have the device for very long, and that's not to put them down or anything like that. They've got to move on. These companies are contacting. You're going to get the real stuff from us, right? So
then you got to also understand is that when Unbox Therapy or MKBHD, when they drop a video, they drop their overview, they review of the product, they move on. We make multiple videos about the same product. Like, let's say the Pixel 7 Pro. The bigger content creators that made their videos, they done. Now we are making back to back to videos. So we are the ones that's giving you all the ins and outs, everything. So I would encourage you guys to tell people, everybody that support the smaller content creators. We the one that's grinding. We the one that's putting out the work. We the ones day in and day out putting out the product reviews that you go deep into a lot of different things. I would encourage everybody to tell people to come watch us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And people, if you found this in the chat, you are extremely lucky, because if one of our videos play, what's going to happen is, depending on the video, it's going to be the next video up. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Floss, back with another video. I've never had LaShawn, Easy, no one from this community play after me. I think the only one is technically T. That's the only one, and that's because he's niche. He's got his cases on lock. He's doing great work. Everybody else, I get pointed to. Marquez, John Redinger, The Verge, all that stuff plays after. So how do you find new people when the algorithm is set up to immediately push the bigger? Oh, cool, you watched LaShawn? Well, you don't need to watch this video again, because we got this guy that's been doing it for like 5 years.
Yeah. And this is when we talk about how we encourage people to watch us smaller content creators, because if you pissed off or if you get upset at what MKBAD said in this video, or Unbox Therapy or some of the bigger content creators said in their videos, trickle down and watch us, watch LaShawn, watch Barry, watch Gigi, watch Michael Pepper, Spectacular Gadgets and stuff like that. We the ones that's going We are the one that's day in and day out putting out video after video after video about shit, man. How updates and how the cameras are daytime, nighttime. We are putting in so much work, and I'm not saying that the bigger content creators don't put the work in. I'm saying that we go deep in depth about the product. That's what I'm saying, right? I think that's what a lot of people fail to realize is that once you get upset with it, and listen, I'm not knocking them guys because we all.
Well, here's a prime example. Here is a prime example. Twinfold Tech, LaShawn, and I think Ike said it as well. I can't remember. Pixel Buds Pro come out. They're like, oh yeah, it's cool. EQ comes here. Oh, I need to change my review. This thing is fire. They're doing a follow-up video, which you're not gonna see from the bigger creators. Because they've already moved on. They're like, man, can I even find this stuff yet? I don't even know what this thing is.
Yeah. I mean, so I say
hey,
this.
Charles, now you know that. Now you know that's how I get down.
But I say that to say this, that we encourage everybody to watch smaller content creators, because when you go down our timeline, what do you see? Follow-up videos, battery stats. We talk about cameras. We go into case video after case video after case video, accessories, everything. You know what I'm saying? We go deep in, but a lot of people don't support us. But as soon as Marquez drops something, everybody up and down Twitter timeline, they having fucking, they're having meetings about it. They're having YouTube videos about it. They got reaction videos about it. Everybody talk about it, about their disagreement. Let's
be all the way 100. So many people have hit us up. Everybody on the panel right now about, oh, Floss said this, Marquez said this. This is just this past year, right?
Yeah.
So remember, Pixel 6 had a tough launch. Same with the iPhone 14, right? People have said, oh, well, Marquez. The people that rock with Marquez, that he pays and do the podcast, are like, cool. I'm glad you might not have a good experience, but guess what? I'm rocking my Pixel. And I'm getting the Pixel 7 with my own money, Yeah. So that's what they're rocking. So they can make up their own mind. Why do we have to be locked in? Like, oh, well, Marquez said this. Well, I just gotta take that as a blanket statement. Watch multiple people.
You got to watch multiple people. Look, Michael Pepper, I'm not going to lie to you. One of the reasons why I watch MKBHD and The Verge and all, because I love the theatrics. I love the cinematography. I love, when I see that, it make me step my game up. See, I love, the B-roll. And listen, I watch those channels so I can get better. You see what I'm saying?
That's how I did it.
Yeah.
That's how I did. I did the same thing.
Yeah. I watch them channels so I can get better. I'm like, damn, man, I love that B-roll. I love that cinematography. Man, I love that stuff. So when I see that to me, it makes me up my game.
You good? When you coughed, I thought it was when the cough came. I was like, scoot back, because I was like, I didn't even sound like it came from you.
And so, I mean, it motivates.
Yes.
I don't know any content creator that doesn't get motivated when they watch that type of scenery. I mean, listen,
man,
I watch it, I get blown away. I'm telling y'all, man, when I watch the intros of MKBAD and The Verge, and when I see these videos, man, I sit back and, man, I'll be pulling out my pencil and pen and my pads, man. I'm taking notes, man.
All I need is a pen and a pad.
I have a pen and a pad, and I'm taking notes because some of the things on there, man, is great. Yeah. Those things are great, man, and I got my pen and pad, man, and I'm taking notes, man, because I appreciate that type of cinematographer. I love that stuff, I mean, hey, listen, because I look at it like this: if you're a content creator, one of the things that you want to do as your career go on with YouTube is to level up.
Yes,
think about this.
Definitely.
Doing the same old shit, and you didn't level up. You didn't get better equipment. Your lighting is sucked for 5 years. Your audio sucked for 10 years. I mean, come on, man. Listen, you think about this. YouTube money that you make, or the super chats and everybody supporting your channel by becoming members, you have to reinvest that in your channel. See what I'm saying? It does your members and your community a disservice if you taking their money and you not reinvesting it in your channel to get your shit better. That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? I look at it that
Hey, that's the real.
when I get my YouTube income, when I get my super chats, with that all that money goes reinvested into the chat. That's why you see new lights, new microphones, new this, new that. It's because I reinvest into my craft.
Once I get my shit right, bro,
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing, bro.
You got to reinvent in your craft, man. You know, you can't have the same old shit, you know, filming with a smartphone, sometimes you got to get away from the smartphone, player. Go get your a DSLR mirrorless camera. Stop fucking around when you got 200,000 subscribers fucking around on the iPhone.
I'm sitting over here talking and I'm muted.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear when I said pen and a pad?
Yeah, I heard it. And I even said I heard you.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
I was like, give me a second. She's busy.
Hey, but hold on, wait a minute, Dexter. Personality, that's fine, but you can have a personality and get the high quality cameras at the same time. Why not get both? Why not get both? Listen, I believe that
Eric, I'll play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna learn how to use the high power camera, don't get the shit.
Well,
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess if you got the personality, you don't need the high power shit, right?
But still though, I mean, at what point that even if you got the personality, at what point were you grabbing all this AdSense money and all this super chat money and all that? At what point you believe that you got to reinvest in your channel?
Yeah.
I think you should always
reinvested in his personality.
But how you going?
Your personality.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But you can be a jackass with high quality cameras.
That's true too. But that's their personality though. They're asshole.
Well, personality matters is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
Now we know, and you do a kick butt, but so real quick. Real quick, let me just say this real quick. So Tay, no.
Some people have the ability, and some people just don't want to do
Tay has a Canon 90D, and if you watch her talking head, fire, her delivery, everything is just fire. Not everybody knows how to use a smartphone properly. Tay does, right? So she really doesn't have to, in her case, change from like if she's using on her top down or what have you, because she knows how to set up a smartphone. Not everybody does, right?
Yeah.
So even though it's
go back to Eric's early days when he wasn't
correct, he didn't always do. Yep, he used smartphone. And like most of my B-roll now, like even though I'm not doing B-roll right now, but it's a smartphone. I was using mirrorless and I've switched back to smartphone because I can do a lot of work with it.
Yeah, so smartphones, I was using smartphones for about 3 years until I switched up. I was using smartphone for hundreds of my videos. But when I've
seen some people switch to DSLRs, not do the homework, and the videos were not.
Like immediately.
Yeah. And I think that's once you get into professional camera. Listen, it's a difference between it, because the smartphone does everything for you. Right. But when you get into professional cameras, that means that you got to learn how to work our professional cameras. That's the thing. And so, yeah, you do see a lot of people that get, professional cameras that don't know how to work. And listen, when I first got my camera, I still don't know how to work my shit, and I got 5 of them. So I know you need time to learn how to master your professional cameras. Because I mean, at the end of the day, they gonna give you the best image quality, even with the personality and stuff like that. But I still believe that investing, it's not even.
And there's multiple ways you can invest back in your channel. It doesn't have to be high power cameras.
It could be a product, right? If you're gonna be a product reviewer, and that the only promos that you get is the lower end promos, right? That's understandable for smaller content creators. Listen, I still get small shit. I ain't worried about it. It is what it is. But once you invest your money into your channel, it could be product, it could be upping your game in different aspects as far as microphones. Listen, to me, I could watch a subpar video, but audio. Listen, man, audio is definitely important.
Yeah, audio is important.
Yeah.
Because my audio sucked for years, and I got so pissed off at myself. I opened the checkbook and I spent endless amount of money to make sure my audio was right. I mean, I was buying everything from
Twin
external
Fold.
recorders.
Your stuff is fire. Don't even worry about it. But go ahead.
I bought everything from external recorders. I went and bought the Sennheiser microphones. I went and bought pod mics. I went and bought all kinds. Listen, man, I went and bought so much shit because my audio sucked so bad that I say, you know what? I can't deal with this bullshit no more. I went and I ordered every fucking thing. I said, you know what? I paid, all this money for these external mics. I done bought external recorders. I done bought all this shit because I got so sick and tired of my audio sounding like shit.
Dang.
And because when I listen to people, I listen to people videos, man. You got some people that got very good audio. And even with people that got bad audio, you might have good image quality, but your audio, man, it's like it's hard to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I mean, I watched a guy that tried to use a green screen and he didn't know how to chroma key. But he had
What it look like?
Crap. But he had an SM7B that sounded so fucking good. I said I watched the whole video.
Let me. I think the chat is not understand what Easy was saying, right? So today there are people in this chat. Jay Williams is one of them, even though he's used a lot of mirrorless cameras. There's a lot of his videos were filmed with a smartphone. Well, Twin Folk, well, Heroic Vision, well, Tay, well. A lot of times when we have smartphone cameras, a lot of people won't do the extra steps that you guys are doing by having their lighting appropriate enough for that smaller sensor to really not have issues with autofocus and look weird. You guys are producing great videos. So I don't want people to think that Easy was saying you can't film with a smartphone, because that's not what he was saying. He's talking about people that aren't like you guys that are struggling. Well, maybe it's time for them to upgrade. Maybe they have a challenging environment. Maybe they're like for instance, the smartphone going to the back of this, it's got to be like the Xiaomi 12S Ultra, like something, a big sensor, pixel, and all that stuff, because it's so dark in here, right? Yeah. As opposed to, and that's just what I want. I want it to be dark, right? So that's just my personal thing, right? But he's not saying that smartphones are bad. It's just over time, you should be looking to level up, whether it's a better smartphone, a better mic. That's what he's saying.
So let me make sure I clarify this for the deaf people. Listen, man, I've been on YouTube for over 5 years. All right, listen to me. I've been on YouTube for over 5 years. For 3.5 years, I've used smartphones to record everything on my YouTube channel. I made a decision to level up my channel by getting professional gear. When I got my professional gear, I went into cameras first, but I didn't go into audio. That's why you started seeing the image quality was better, but the audio sucked. Mm-hmm. So what I had to go through was called phases. I was leveling up through phases. So what I did was I started buying professional cameras. Listen, I shot with smartphones for 3.5 years, people. Think about that. 3.5 years I shot with a smartphone. Now, when I switched from professional gear, I wanted to, because think about this, about the 3.5 years, I wasn't making no money on YouTube. I just started making money on YouTube not so long ago. So for 3.5 years, I was buying tens of and 20s of thousands of dollars worth of product. Think about this, right? I was spending 40 grand a year, or over 40 to $50,000 a year just to buy product and so I could make videos on this YouTube channel. Right? And I was making no money, zero money. So when I level up and I try to make things a lot better, when I started making a little money on this YouTube channel, I take all my AdSense and I put it back into the pot to level up even more. I'm never saying that using a smartphone is bad. All I'm saying is, at what point of your YouTube career when you start making money and you asking people to support you, you asking people to, super chat you, to, buy memberships, to give you a view, that's called making money, for you to take and reinvest your money that you get from other people into your
channel. Yeah,
into your channel. That's all.
You're trying to grow for the audience. Let me check something real quick. Hold on. Just tell me if you can still hear me now. Give me a second. Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah,
can you hear me? Do I sound bad?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you sound terrible.
So, all right, listen. So this is what Easy's talking about in a nutshell. Me and Easy are audio snobs. So sometimes we'll play a clip from he'll use an old clip, or I might use an old clip from a video, and we're like, when it switches, we're like, look at the audio. So this is audio that some people will have. This is coming directly from my camera. So you hear all the room, right? And that's what we're talking about. It's just over time, what can we do, even if it's the same microphone, how can we get the microphone closer? Easy, LaShawn, and I don't want the microphone in the shot, but we want the audio to sound good, right? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, listen, man, I look at that. If you take pride in yourself, if you take pride in your community, if you take pride in growing, that means you have to reinvest it. Listen, you don't become rich overnight doing this type of stuff. You don't become a millionaire doing this type of stuff. Mm-hmm. That means that you have to take baby steps, right? Leveling up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and believe me, guys, I know that I've never been this way. I know the way you're supposed. I'm just as Rudy Giuliani would say, I'm just a small country YouTuber, right? So I just have a small little channel. I have no problem coming to you. D-Mims, you've been spitting out nothing but fire, right? Just like Gigi and LaShawn, Twin Folk, you've been spitting. But if I see something where it sounds crazy, guess what? I'm going to tell you. That's just how I am. So if you get up on there and then your audio sounds like you are across the street and you're right in front of the camera, you're going to get hit up by me. I'm like, hey, your audio is terrible right now. What's up?
But you know something, Barry? Here's the thing. As a content creator, there's some things that you could do to get free audio. Think about this. You're making videos, right? You got your make sure you have your business email in your about page, right? Mm-hmm. So people can contact you. Sometimes you could go on Twitter and say, you know what, let me hashtag this company and say, hey, I would love to review your wireless microphones. I would love to review this, or DM a company on Twitter and say, hey, listen, I have a YouTube channel, X, Y, and Z. I see that you on your website, you got these great wireless mics. Me and my audience would love to hear how it would sound. Do you have any units available? And I promise you, if you email 10 audio companies, 2 of them go sing you some shit. And I promise you, when the 2 that you use those as your primary, you ain't got to buy audio gear. You ain't got to buy nothing. All you got to do is hit a company up and say, hey, listen, I got a YouTube channel. Send them a link and say, hey, I got my audio subpar. I would love to review your product. And if you email 10 of them, I promise you, 2 of them go send you their product. Think about that. That you ain't got to go out. See, a lot of people believe that, it's going to cost me a lot of money to do that. No, you got a YouTube channel. You got the best thing since sliced bread. Mm-hmm. You got something.
Yeah, and I think Easy's giving you valuable advice because you want to do it when you're not in desperation mode, right? Mm-hmm. So I just replaced a water heater. There's a lot of things I could do, but guess what? I went with the tried and true, right? Instead of like maybe looking at a tankless and stuff like that. Easy and I were in a situation where we had both called up Gigi about our shitty ass audio on a video that got uploaded. And I go, watch this get a lot of views, ton of views. I was just basically telling people, don't watch my channel, right? So you don't want to be in that situation. You want to think about these things at the time where it's not pressing, where you're just like, I'm just going to go into Sam Ash or someone like that or Guitar Center and just buy the whole world, right? You want to do it where you're actually thinking logically, and you can reach out to these companies.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you how easy it is, because I was a person that thought and assumed that I need to buy everything. Listen, don't. If you would have talked to me 4 years ago or 3 years ago, my attitude was like, if you want it, go buy it. But my attitude totally changed now, because I believe that, you have a lot of companies that are looking for marketing. I mean, listen, marketing, I kid you not, marketing is great for these. They love it. It's marketing. They don't mind sending you a demo unit or product, stuff like that. Now, listen, when I'm saying that, don't hit up Apple, y'all. Apple ain't gonna send you shit.
No.
All right.
And it's not, and we also, like, as much as we want to make Apple this big villain, I'm not saying they're not the villain, right? It's just, let's think about where they are, right? They're setting the stand. They run everything right now. So why come to a smaller creator when they can give it to an iJustine? Let's just be realistic.
Exactly. And what's so funny? I remember when I was doing giveaways, and I was giving away smartphones and stuff. I get DMs and say, "Oh, I don't want that smartphone. You giving away an iPhone? What the hell? Like, you giving away free product, and people get picky for free. You get fucking free." Listen, the phone lines is wide open. Let's talk about the iPad. What y'all guys think about the iPad? Give us a call and let's have a conversation.
Be right back. I'll let my dog out.
Yeah. Okay. So the phone lines is wide open.
Phone lines are wide open.
Yeah, phone lines is wide open. Let's have a discussion. What y'all guys think about what Apple did with the iPad?
Who's buying the iPad with DaVinci Resolve?
That's right. Who's buying the iPad? Who want that M2 processor in there to open up Facebook and Twitter? You know how it go. Most of them go just open up Twitter. They ain't, a lot of people don't do video editing like we do, so they buy the M2 processor.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's overkill for them. They can get the base iPad.
Oh,
Eric,
man.
True, Dexter.
Yes, I am getting one.
I'm not.
I'm getting the M2 processor for one reason only. I ain't doing nothing else on it but video editing. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's cool. You got more flexibility. I probably won't get it just because I kind of like to maybe eventually, because I do see the use case. Like I'm just right now, like Jay Will has actually told me, it's like, man, you need to get away from where you can do it multiple places, but I may wait a second. I got to really think about it.
Shit, the phone line's wide open. Here we go. Yo, you're live.
What up? Thanks for your news.
Hey,
What up, Lulu?
What's up? What's your thoughts about it, sir?
Yeah, so I'm comparing the entity level with the iPad Air. So if you think about the cost and the benefits, what is the point of having an Air if the entity level is close to the Air?
$799, sir. That's the benefit.
Oh, what is he? Hold on.
With the benefits of the iPad.
No. I thought he said Air.
He said
So
Air.
can you, Lulu? You're a little low. Can you repeat what you said again?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The entry level compared to the iPad Air, that's what I'm comparing.
Okay.
And what is
Yeah, so the benefit right now is not much, right? So what they did this year, eventually what's going to happen, we know we have a base iPad, right? The new base iPad will be the iPad Air 4 that was last year, and I think they have the iPad Air 5 now, right? So the difference will be you have to jump through hoops to charge the pencil, right? But you save $100-something bucks. So eventually that will be a no-brainer iPad to get. It will have pencil support, but that's just kind of the later foundation that the iPad Air will become the base iPad every year, or every 2 years. And then they'll have the iPad Air that's a little bit cheaper than the Pro. And the Pro will probably have DaVinci Resolve type of stuff that you can do with it.
Right. I mean, listen, the base model iPad, that's for, everybody that just want a regular
to surf
iPad.
the web. They want to browse the web, stuff like that. Yeah. Hopefully convince Easy to use those as an iPrompter instead of buying an iPad Pro to do it.
Yeah.
That's what that's for.
correct? Can I add something else?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
go
of
ahead.
course, Lulu.
I talked to my friend. He's not a techie, and he knows about tech. He went to school, but he's not super techie into it. So he told me, why should I pay for the entry level if it's more than the other older models?
So
it went up $100.
So wait, let me pause you for a second.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Let me pause you for a second. What phone are you using, sir?
I'm using the XR.
The what?
And I'm getting
The iPhone XR.
Oh, so are you using like Bluetooth headphones or something?
No, I'm on speaker.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah. You're coming in rough.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why. You're coming in rough.
My apologies.
Yeah,
No, you good. You good.
No, you good. Okay.
So you're saying he's asking why get that over the 9th generation?
Oh no.
So 329.
Yeah, if you got an iPad, I wouldn't upgrade. I mean, if you got a regular iPad, I wouldn't upgrade.
Yeah, it's really just more to kind of be in the new game. Most people down at that price point are just browsing the web, and he's not going to notice a difference other than the bezels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I
would not trip off of that. I would not trip off of that.
If you got an iPad right now and your iPad is running, I wouldn't upgrade. I mean, the only reason why, I want the M2 because my last iPad been like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. That's why. I haven't bought an iPad in 2 years. And the iPad that I'm using as a teleprompter. I do have the iPad Pro that's been.
No. Jay will. Sorry about that. Jay, no. He misunderstood what he said. First. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of iPads. I think the only reason why I'm getting the M2 iPad is for video editing. I want to be at Starbucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Video edit. I like to chill. I want to chill in Starbucks. I want to edit my videos while I'm getting a hot, fresh cup of coffee. That's the only reason why I'm getting the M2. It ain't for nothing else. I got like 20 iPads. So I don't need an iPad. I just want to use a powerful
I would
iPad
love it. I know
day.
it logistically it would be tough, but I would just love for Viper to walk in vlogging on his Pixel 7 Pro. And Easy is sitting there with nothing but Apple around him editing. And he's like, I came here to see the new king of Team Apple, baby.
Apple, baby.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to say the last thing. It just depends on your budget. But I think the price and performance, it does matter to one point. Because if you're a college student, you don't need the expensive, depending on what you're studying. Unless you're doing graphic design or something.
Yeah, I think majority of people, right? They enjoy their iPads for gaming, surfing the web, going on social media and stuff like that. I think people that like us, we business professionals. That means we need pro features. I do editing, so that means I need to edit my videos and stuff like that. And I would love to not edit my videos on a Mac Studio. I would love to edit my videos on an iPad, right? Samsung, they haven't bought nothing. Android, they got shit right now. So, I mean, I need something for my stuff to be better. Sorry, give me a second. I'm going to let you go, man, because you sound like
you sound like you're dying. Yeah, you sound like you're dying over there, Louis. I'm not sure what's going on.
I heard a lot of breathing.
So yeah, call back if you're okay. Yeah. No, he sounded. Y'all act like. Wait a second, y'all heard what he sounded like, right?
I heard it.
Who is this?
How y'all doing today?
All right, how's it going, sir? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I was calling about the iPad joint.
Oh yeah.
Okay. About to switch over.
So y'all know how to mess around with the Samsung on the tablet on the editing joint. I was trying to figure out, should I just go iPad to get better software and better editing?
Well, it really depends on how your workflow is. If you don't feel like you are being hindered with what you have, why switch?
Mm-hmm.
LumaFusion have not came to iPad.
Yeah, but he's not using that. What are you using right now, Urban Fire? Yeah, he don't have Septian's APK.
PowerWork, KineMaster. I'm using all the.
Okay, yeah. So it's really this is the thing, Urban. It's up to you. Like, do you feel like, oh man, this is killing me? What's happening here, man? If I could only do this, or I had that, that's the only time you switch. You don't just switch just to switch, right?
No. But I'm saying though, y'all be on me about what I should do better. That's what I'm trying to make
No,
sure.
no, no. What we
Like, y'all
always say
bring all
is
that stuff.
audio. Audio is the audio is the key, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you got editing. Your editing is on point.
Oh yeah, you're editing
Yeah,
fire,
so,
man. I mean,
yeah.
you know, your audio sound like you're about 1,000 feet from your microphone sometimes. It's like, man, I'm watching your video, bro, but I can barely make out. You sound like you in a hall or something sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I had the FIFA mic facing the wrong way when I took off the screen.
Damn.
Ah, okay. So you got to
all
film a
that time, the
video
whole
with it
time.
with set up wrong. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know,
The whole time. Yeah.
but you know what? When you learn your mistakes, you clarify.
Yeah, that's
your
what you do.
mistakes. This
Yeah.
is all good, bro. You know, we support you.
Okay.
We watch your videos, you know, and stuff
I
like
know,
that.
I
So
love
it's
y'all
all
too,
good.
baby. I love my girls and girls. I love y'all too. Hold up. But yeah, I went out and got the short joint like LaShawn.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
That's
So,
a dope mic,
Okay.
son.
you know what I'm saying?
Dope
The
mic.
Get you
software,
spending
I
some
don't need
money,
the
Urban
iPad.
Fire.
I don't think
Hey, where he at?
Come on now, bro.
Oh, all right, word.
Sean P.
So I don't need an iPad to get the better software, though, right?
Nah, I mean, you
Nah.
know,
Is only until you're like,
It's all
man,
used.
you know, I'm struggling over here. This is killing me. You know, there's something that's missing. But if it's not
Okay.
doing that, you're good.
you're good.
All right.
You're
Solid.
good. Yes,
All right,
sir.
thanks, y'all.
All right, no
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
listen. The only reason why I'm saying stuff like, you know, I want to get them to, because like I say, when I'm at the coffee house, man, after I did, you know, I just want to pull out the iPad and, you know, have all my stuff on there and just kind of roll with it. That's all I want to do. It ain't no big deal if you get an iPad or you don't get an iPad. But listen, I'm getting an iPad for one reason only. Because listen, I have over 10 iPads right now. So it ain't like I
Lord
don't have an
have
iPad. I'm getting the iPad M2 for one reason only. Listen, I got an
To edit.
iPad Pro.
You don't.
for
Hey,
teleprompter,
you do
so
not
I mean,
have to
listen,
explain why. DaVinci is a game changer. That
It
is
is.
bottom
It
line.
is.
Better.
Yo,
Better.
yo. What up?
He's got 10 iPads, bro.
Say this again.
Yes.
He's got 10 iPads.
What's wrong with your
Oh
audio?
yeah.
Hey, we up here talking
No,
about
what
audio.
it is, he's off his laptop.
He's not at home.
Oh,
He's not at home,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Hey, but I'm just saying, like, you
I'll
know,
let them.
I'm just saying, like, for me, I'm trying to make my workflow easy. If I can make my workflow easy, then it's value for me. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I work on videos listen, y'all have to understand, 7 days a week, I work on YouTube. I don't take days off, people. I work on YouTube every day. So when I'm out filming and getting 100 clips of B-roll and all that stuff like that, I'm sitting in the studio editing it for hours and hours and hours. It would be nice
To be able to go to
at
Starbucks.
or to sit at the park, right? Or, you know, while I'm filming at the park, maybe sit at the park and edit while I'm getting the nice, beautiful weather that we have so far, right? Or maybe, you know, maybe at happy hour, you know, I'm not getting a big iPad, I'm getting a small one. Maybe I'm at happy hour having a few cold ones and I'm editing a video. So,
Hey, a few
you
cold
know,
ones? Okay.
you know, I got my wireless, I got my,
Hey.
I got my head. Listen, I got these on my neck. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got those on your neck.
Sneakers on my
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, I got
Sneakers on
these.
my
Look,
feet.
I got these
Keys
here.
on my neck.
And when I need to pop a top, you know.
Oh, so
pop
what the
that.
hell is that?
That's these are Bluetooth headphones. I wear it around my neck.
Oh yeah, that's the Graph
That's a Graph Star. Yeah, that's a Graph Star. It's Bluetooth headphones.
Is
you
it
know?
like the Death Star?
Yeah.
Lord. Oh Lord.
You said the Death Star? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Kimmy got jokes. Hey, so what you gonna do with the rest of those iPads now that they got the M2?
Hey, let me tell you something.
You might have to start selling those things.
Yeah,
He ain't selling no
I
iPad.
don't.
You
He
know.
could have been trading them in.
I'm gonna probably give away a couple of to family members.
What?
To, you know,
Okay.
no,
Yeah, that's
no,
good. Yeah, that's good.
To kids and stuff like. You
Oh, yeah,
know,
that's
I mean,
good.
yeah, man. I mean, I got an iPad that's sitting right there. It's been sitting right
I'm
there. For
I'm
2
about to get a whole
months,
bunch of 6As. I'm giving them family members because I'm pared down. I'm not returning. Trading in once they have that deal again where they just gave you $300 for any phone. Get 6As and just give them to family members. Here you go. You have a Stylus 6. Well, now you got a Pixel 6a.
I got 6A.
Oh, my coworker likes her new phone.
Nice. That's awesome.
Hey, Barry,
He
how's
says,
this?
I might have to get you to teach me how to
Better.
use it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're a good
What it
guy.
was is like you're picking up just as much room as you're picking up now. It was just what was happening is like as you would talk, it would fluctuate. So we couldn't hear. It's like, whoa. Yeah, man. So man, I'm glad you. I didn't think you were gonna be able. I didn't think you were able to come in, man. Hey, this is good.
Yeah, man. I got off work and I got to see my people.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of buzz about the iPads, but I have to give them credit. I have to give Apple credit. Well, let me rephrase that. It was a routine release, but when DaVinci said, "Hey, we're offering a real editor," it changed the game today.
I mean, what can I do with this thing? I mean, I can't. I don't like this thing. It's too freaking big, man. I can't.
Here's
send it to
Eric.
Kimmy. Send it to
Eric,
Kimmy.
I have a big one and I got a little one. The little one's in my purse.
Man.
You got to keep a pocket rocket. Keep one in your purse.
Oh, man. Stop it.
I mean, I got a little one too.
You got a little one? Oh.
Got to keep a big one and a little one.
But man, this is I can't, man. I take this to Starbucks. I can't take this.
Well, twin folk, they got assisted. Let's be real. DaVinci Resolve gave people an excuse to buy this thing. So, but you're right. No one's.
I'm not buying.
Yeah, I'm cool with my Mac.
I got an M1 and it's got 2 gigs of memory. I mean 2 terabytes. So
2 terabytes.
Here we go.
Hey.
Hold up. Let me see.
Bottle opener.
Can't do that out there in the parks, Eric. They'll arrest you on that.
Oh, I'm in Louisiana, man. You can drink out here, man. You
can drink out there in the park?
You see people with a bottle rocket.
Oh yeah, Gwendolyn G. It's really if you have.
Your fault. I'm going to hell last.
If you want to use DaVinci, like I wouldn't recommend people upgrade.
Hey, go big or go home, D-Mills. I got the biggest mini.
You got the biggest unit? Oh.
Mini.
Balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Skeet.
Just like Septian, like them balls in his jaws. Yeah.
Oh, hey, what? Soft, Kimmy. Call soft, Kimmy.
Oh man, iPads. I mean, you could get an iPad for $300, man. The iPads are not.
An
expensive.
iPad what though? An iPad what?
I mean, but what are you doing with the iPad? That's the thing.
No, I'm saying, okay, a minute. I thought you about to say like an iPad 3.
Yeah, the $329. That's how much they cost. $329 for an iPad, man. It ain't like they ain't expensive. iPads are cheap. The problem is that people want pros, but they're not pro users. That's the problem.
It's like them people that get in the fast lane and they going slow.
Yeah,
piss everybody off.
People want a pro, but not a pro user. They go on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. That's all they do and watch fucking YouTube videos. That ain't a pro user. I mean,
but by getting the pro, I thought that makes you a pro.
Yeah,
no. Hell no.
I mean, people get the pro and don't use the pen. They don't use pro features. They don't. They watch YouTube videos. That's it. You buy a pro for YouTube videos. I mean, look, I'm looking for Samsung to step up, man. Listen, Apple didn't blew first blood. They gotta.
You see Mim say he do that bullshit. He be in the fast lane. He ain't supposed to be.
I mean,
what fast lane?
Oh wow, what you doing? Oh, you saying he in the middle of nowhere, so it ain't really a fast lane?
Yeah, ain't no fast lane. Well, he's in Jersey now. So.
He's in Minnetonka land, so there is no fast lanes in Minnetonka land.
I mean, I think Apple is catering. See, y'all got to understand who Apple catering to, man. Apple ain't one about peasants. You know,
Ooh.
that's why
They ain't worried about me.
That's what I'm saying.
Shut up, LaShawn.
They don't
Shut up.
when they selling monitors that cost $6,000. They don't
Right,
give a
that
shit
part.
about peasants. They don't.
Nah.
When they're selling wheels for $1,000, man, they don't care about. They don't listen to the smaller They don't. They want rich folk. They want people that buy into their
They
ecosystem.
want the rich folk money.
Listen,
Hey.
they sell a watch for over $800. They're not worried about peasants.
No,
Do you
they're
think
not.
they're worried about peasants? They're not worried about.
We're not. The problem that we have right here as a company, we're getting the poor people dollars. We want the rich people dollars.
Listen, they sell an $800 watch. They don't give a fuck about people that complain about, oh, it's too expensive. They don't care.
And they're not going after that. Yeah.
They don't want you. You know,
They don't
want you.
You?
Well, they're selling fucking.
They're not looking for you, LaShawn. They ain't looking for you.
Hey, thank you.
I remember talking to several of my customers. This was years ago. About BMW, and it was when BMW was like, we're going to put in the 2 Series, and a lot of the customers were like, I don't know if I really would like the 2 Series because more people could afford to have the BMW nameplate.
Wow.
They were not cool with it.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. Go look at Apple history. Apple was selling a $1,000 computer way back in the 1980s.
Oh man, I got.
Oh yeah, I had one.
Yeah, they were selling $1,000 computers.
I had a 2. I still have the 2.
Yeah.
I still have that same computer.
I got another one somewhere in the attic. I don't know what the hell it is.
If you look at Apple keynote addresses way back into the early 90s, man, they was like, you know, they were selling computers for $1,200 when every other computer was, you know, $200, $300, whatever, this, that, and other. They were selling $1,200 Macs. Y'all don't remember that with the big ass fat backs? Remember the big old fat back computers?
Fat back.
Yeah, that was before they got with Intel. Remember? Before they got with Intel, they were selling $1,000 computers, man.
Bring me that fat back.
Shit. You know, Apple, you look at Apple history, Apple never, I ain't gonna say never, they do now. They got $300 iPads. They had to do something for, you know, the folk that just want a simple, basic, you know, computer or tablet or something. So they come out with a, you know, that's why I don't understand why people mad at an iPhone 14 Plus for $900. We talking about Apple here.
Mm-hmm.
That's their base model. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's too goddamn high, but we talk about Apple. And listen, as long as
do you want to be part of Apple or do you not?
Right, exactly. That's how they say. When Tim Cook said, "Just buy your mama iPhone."
You don't buy an iPhone. That's what he said.
Just buy an iPhone. That's what he said. Just buy an iPhone. Buy your mama iPhone. What the fuck he gonna say? Go buy an Android phone? You know? No, he gonna say go buy an iPhone.
He should have put bitch on the end.
I didn't know somebody was calling in. Call back, y'all. Call back.
The
ringer
silent.
Huh?
He should have put a bitch on the end.
Yeah, you know.
A bitch on the end? Hey.
Buy iPhone, bitch.
Buy iPhone, bitch.
And listen.
Oh, that would have been gangster. I probably would have switched to Apple if he said that shit.
If he'd have said that, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker manned up. He manned up.
Gangster. Damn.
Gangster.
And I'm gonna tell you, when Apple come out with their foldable phone, everybody and their mama gonna be bitching about the price. Apple don't care.
You got a phone call.
Yo, you're live. Who is this?
What's up,
Oh, turn your shit down.
Wait. Oh shit! Hold on, player.
Turn your TV down.
Hang up on that person.
Like when you call into the radio station, you can't
hung up on him.
Yeah, I hung up on him. Look, I gotta do what I did with Seth. Remember what I did with something? I say when the scepter
Right.
called, I say you bitch.
I still have that as an MP3 file. I laugh every time. I laugh every time I fucking see it. I listen to it. It's hilarious.
I called Scepter back. He left there and sent me the voicemail. Oh shit, there we go.
Hey, hopefully.
Yo, you're live.
Fine. What the hang up on me?
Baby, you got feed.
Oh shit.
What in the world is going on?
Who is this?
I think it's Photo D.
Oh hell no.
You had the Exorcist on the line, did you?
Right.
Shit.
Why I hung up on him, bruh?
I'm scared. Don't answer that shit.
He had poltergeist on the line over there.
So what was happening is he got his monitor TV or something, listening to us live streaming, and all of a sudden he'd call in.
So Urban Fire thinks it's Scoop calling in.
That ain't Scoop.
No, I think that's Photo D.
Yeah.
Scoop is making money right now, sir.
Yeah, Scoop.
Yeah, he's Scoop.
Scoop is like, I want the money.
He just come in on the stream. He wouldn't call in.
Right. Yeah, Scoop is already here. He left to go work.
I know.
Yeah.
I was watching you, baby.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to him.
Hey, you got to turn it
down. We're going to have a chat when I see you next week.
When you call in, when you call in, you got to turn everything down.
I'm gonna need you to.
Little words, sir.
And if you don't
I'll see you. I'll see you. I'll see you in a week.
All right. Have a couple drinks in me too.
All right, JoJo, you have a good one, man.
Hey, we'll see you, JoJo.
Hey, JoJo.
Aw, JoJo.
No.
If LaShawn can find a way.
Yeah, I mean, look, don't rest for the wicked. And I'm gonna tell you, if y'all guys didn't know, I work on YouTube every day.
And if you don't know, you don't know.
Every day, all day, man. I'm
tickles the shit out of you, doesn't
it? Dealing with YouTube.
LaShawn ain't shit. That's what tickles me.
No, he ain't shit. No.
Are they calling back? Where the person at?
No,
all they gotta do is turn down the damn video.
Yep.
Turn off the TV. Turn it off.
So I dropped the Unihertz Slim today.
Yeah, I saw that video.
And I got the Unihertz Pocket video I'm working on. I actually like this phone more than the Slim, by the way. All right.
What, the big one? Or which one you like? The big one?
The Pocket. I like the Pocket more than the Slim.
Really?
Because the keyboard is wider.
Ah.
You like them girthy?
I do.
The keyboard is wider. That means you could type a lot better on this one.
That like some good girth.
This one.
I like that one. Yeah.
But this one right here is the ultimate motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. This bitch.
Ultimate.
Sometimes you need ultimate. Sometimes you have to.
Motherfucker, man. Let me tell you something. See this one?
Son, you
This
go
one here.
But easy. Sometimes you have to get the ultimate motherfucker. You can't be on that normal. The normal motherfuckers don't work.
This is the baby.
Explain to me why you think that's the ultimate motherfucker.
Because it's the keyboards is bigger. You got a lot of your key travel, and you can type really good on here.
Okay,
I love.
So you're not like miss typing because of the small. Okay, all right. Yeah, I got you.
So
I'm not mistyping.
Has it been updated yet?
It's not been updated. Okay. But that's the purpose, right? I think so. Okay, so what their purpose is?
Sean's like, that ain't the motherfucking purpose. That ain't what the fuck I asked for.
Wait, hold on, but Sean, the thing about this phone, these phones,
what I asked for.
It don't need it's the Android 12 and Android 13 features are not required for these phones. These phones are made for different purposes. These phones, I had to figure it out. I had to figure it out. The phones are made for a different mindset. These are emails,
you like that, D-Mills? You like that?
No, these are for emails. These are for typing.
So basically, they just do security updates with them. They put out a firm. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so they are doing security updates.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it didn't sound like he was. I was with you, Sean. I was like,
yo,
can I call you back again? Because it says anybody calling right now.
Yeah, you could call.
What's up?
What's up?
This is Urban Fire again. Listen, I wanted to know, why do you think Apple I'm sorry. Do you think Apple would make a fold-in phone? Wouldn't that take away from their iPad sales?
Nope.
Nope.
Because it's gonna be a big iPhone that folds. That's it.
Did it take away from anybody else's sales? The tablets?
No. It's gonna be a big iPhone that folds. That's all it's
No,
gonna be.
but I see what Gigi's saying, but I mean, like Apple like to just spread all their money out. They don't be wanting to combo to anything.
No, Apple don't
They don't
care.
have to.
As long as you spending money with them, they don't give a
They
shit
don't give
either
a
way.
shit. Zero fucks.
They want the money.
Another thing I heard was they were saying something about Apple trying to push eSIM because they trying to have it be a carrier one day.
Well, they pushing eSIM because they in cahoots with the carriers.
Yeah, they're in cahoots with the carriers. That's what that's all about.
Or they're not trying to be one.
Nah.
No.
Apple trying to build a car. Apple wants you to buy $100,000 car in a couple of years. That's what they trying to do.
Sir.
You think
All
Apple
right.
Apple go drop
That's
a
what-
car for cheap? Apple car gonna be expensive as a motherfucker.
Why not?
No, that's
a
bougie
motherfucker.
crew. That bougie crew.
Yeah. When you rolling around and you got a car that got an Apple sign on it, you gonna be the hot
What?
shit. You gonna be the hot shit. I'm telling you, you don't think. I'm gonna tell you, people love Apple. All you gotta do is go on Twitter. Oh, you see them
man.
goggling nuts all day on Apple.
Gargling nuts.
Can't do
No, he
nothing
didn't.
wrong, man.
That makes me so up. That's why I can't be on there.
Gargling.
Too much love. They love run too deep. I can't. I don't like
I'm
that.
telling you, man, they got people, man. They got people, man, that stand in line, man, with their mouths open. I'm telling you.
Oh,
you
good
be
Lord,
letting
E.
know. I promise you, they got people. All you gotta do is go on Twitter and you drop a Apple. Listen, you drop an Apple comment on Twitter and watch the Apple people come at you. I mean, they come at you hard.
They'll
come at
find you no
hard.
matter how small you are.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
Urban Fire, you know better than that, man.
I'm starting some trouble. I'm gonna start.
They're like
some trouble.
they're like the
All right,
bedroom
y'all.
intruder.
It's crazy.
I see
And what are we talking about again, people? A phone.
we talk about the iPad, the iPhone, right? iPad.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting their feelings about a fucking phone.
I'm telling you, when you talk about the iPhone 14 with the dynamic island, I'm telling you, man, people love that shit, man.
Really? Okay,
Oh,
I guess I
wow.
do. Yeah, I don't think people really feeling it that much this year.
Shit, Apple people, Apple could sell. They sell a napkin for $20, man, and people love it. They sell a
Boy,
napkin for
Jesus
$20.
is about to bust hell wide open. Stop it, sir.
I'm telling you, they sell
Oh,
a
Lord.
napkin for $20, and people made videos about it. Even Viper made a video about the shit.
Best damn
Oh,
napkin ever.
Yeah, a napkin for $20, and they made videos about
Oh, twinfo.
it.
But like Easy said, they sell those tires for $1,000. So
Yeah, they sell wheels that goes on.
Well, I'm sorry,
their,
not tires, wheels.
Yeah, they sell the wheels. I mean, for $1,000, man, people buy it. They sell a $6,000 freaking.
Well, it's sort of like I hear some people say, wouldn't it be cool if Apple makes a mirrorless camera? I don't want an Apple mirrorless camera. I'm cool with the cameras I got. Why would I want that?
Apple right now is working on the car, man. When they drop their foldable phone and they drop a car, and man, I'm gonna tell you, man, y'all, you gonna
What do you
see
think
some
it's gonna be
people,
called?
man.
The iCar? Is that what they're gonna be
Yeah,
called?
probably
Probably.
so. iCar, man. With an Apple sign,
I think it should be called the iLashun.
that
No.
fucking Apple sign. The Apple
No.
sign gonna be on both of the
that.
car doors, right? And people gonna be rolling with that
The
bitch,
island,
bro. With the butterfly doors, man.
Doors. Oh, you gotta have the
Yeah,
butterfly
you
door.
got to have butterfly door. And that some bitch gonna cost over $100,000, and people gonna be standing in line trying
First
to
year,
buy that.
butterfly suit.
Yeah,
Second year, butterfly shoe. Sorry.
Hey, they gonna come
Yeah.
in with
They're gonna come in with it, boy. I'm telling you.
So twin folks say you don't think I promise you, Apple is in the works working on the foldable.
You think so?
Oh yes, sir, twin folks.
Yes, they are.
They're
Oh,
all
wow.
working, yeah,
Okay.
they're all working on the foldable.
I guess
Absolutely.
I just. I don't know.
2025.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You copying, Kimmy?
100 years from now,
Huh?
sir.
You copying? You gonna get
I
one?
might try that. I'll try any
Yeah,
fold
sure,
fold
yeah.
once. Yeah.
Oh
Try
yeah.
anything once,
See,
as long as it's folding.
Apple waiting for Samsung to keep fucking up with the fold.
Almost anything.
Right? That's all.
I don't know what Samsung is doing.
I don't think anybody does.
I mean, it's like all you got to do is provide better battery life. What is so hard about that?
That's all you have to do.
All Apple, and then
You
Apple
got
will
the
come
cameras
out.
now. Like people
like
are worried about the
it.
camera. Just battery life. What
agree.
is the problem?
Apple gonna come out with some beautiful hardware. I'm gonna tell you, the hardware gonna be beautiful. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I know how Apple hardware always been beautiful and nice and tight.
Oh, and guess
But
what? They'll have battery life.
Nice and tight, sir.
It'll have nice
It'll
and
have
tight.
good battery life.
Pause.
Nice and tight.
Sir.
Nice and tight.
Nice
You
and
can't even
tight
open
pack.
that son of a bitch up. I'm telling you, that bitch gonna be so smooth. You're gonna see butter.
Crack that
And you know what?
seal.
It's gonna be a 60 hertz display because you know Apple
Shut up,
the first generation ain't gonna give you 120
See it?
hertz. You know that.
I'm minding my business over here.
The first generation gonna be 60 hertz, and it's gonna have a very good build.
But they have to do 60 hertz.
They got to do 60 hertz.
But the reason why they got to do 60 hertz, they just got to put it all in the faces of all those big YouTubers that talk all that smack when it's not Apple.
It's gonna be 60 hertz
and go
y'all.
like this. Guess what? Say something.
They
Say
won't-
something. See if we won't be at your spot pulling this shit out.
The first generation Apple foldable won't have ProMotion on it. It ain't gonna have it. Ain't no
But the
way.
thing about it, why would they do that when the next year they could promote promotion?
Exactly. Or
It's
maybe
like-
wait 2 more years.
We run it. We run the business. We run the business here. Come on now.
Yeah. Why would they
They run
put
the
promotion
business.
on the first generation? Fuck, they gonna already charge you $2,500 to $3,000 for the bitch. They ain't gonna put promotion on it. What y'all crazy?
No, it's gonna be high.
Oh, it's gonna be high. Oh, the shit.
That's like a hood dude at a hood McDonald's saying, "Why am I working fries? I can't make money unless I'm working the cash register."
That's right.
Y'all gotta let them. You gotta let them. It's capitalism 101. Apple gotta do that capitalism.
Apple gonna come out with that foldable, and people gonna lose their fucking mind. You gonna see some shit that you ain't
Oh
never saw
heck
before.
yeah!
They gonna
Oh,
lose
it's
their
gonna be
mind.
crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Apple gonna make so much fucking money. They gonna be like Lucifer
printing.
Morningstar. They gonna be printing money. They
Printing
gonna
money.
be like Lucifer Morningstar. They gonna be printing money. They gonna be printing money. When I tell you
Print
the
it
money
out.
gonna be coming in, people gonna be buying because it's Apple, man. That's why Apple probably already got a foldable ready. They said,
absolutely.
nah, we go chill. Nah, we go wait a year. They got one ready. I mean, how hard is it?
Yep.
Look,
Doing beta testing right
I
now.
would just love for them to, if they do it, just come out and be like, "We support DaVinci Resolve, Adobe Premiere. we support Final Cut, desktop mode, M3 processor." Oh my goodness!
I'm telling you, Apple come out with a foldable. It's game. Samsung gonna be scratching their head.
But the thing about it, Samsung doesn't have to be scratching their head. Like
I know, but they will.
are. I don't know what they're doing right now.
But they will though.
I don't think they know what the fuck they're doing right now, Barry.
I mean,
They're
Samsung.
punching the clown right now. That's what they're doing.
Well, no,
Oh, you know,
Samsung
hey man,
don't have.
hey man,
There's no
you know about that punching
competition.
that clown, boy.
We need something like Motorola to come out with a foldable and kick Samsung in the nuts.
Motorola is like, "Fuck y'all. I ain't going nowhere."
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep.
I'm cool. I'm cool competing right where we are
Right
overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
which
like,
is
fuck
which
y'all,
is
US.
very disappointing to me.
Yeah, they're like, "We cool."
They don't give a fuck. They say,
I
fuck
know,
your
I
phone,
know,
son.
I know, I know, I know. They
I'm
don't,
telling you.
they don't give a shit.
I mean, I think Apple really and truly smart because they already know their fan base. They
Oh
already
yeah,
know
they
the
understand their
people.
fan
They
base
understand
well.
their fan base well.
Yeah.
Understand their fan. You could tell by the keynote addresses that they understand their fan base.
Mhm.
You could tell by how they releasing new iPads that they. I mean, they went up from.
Here's the
three-
thing: the 12 Pro series had horrible battery life. Did they do what Samsung did and double down on it with the Z Fold 4? No. What they did was they said, guess what? The 13 Pro Max is going to be some of the best battery life you're ever going to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
What is so hard about Samsung to do that? I know they've gotten feedback
Well,
that the battery life is trash.
Samsung haven't recovered from the Note.
It don't
debacle.
matter.
I know
don't
they
give a
haven't
fuck.
recovered from that. They never recover from that. And I don't know why Samsung don't want to take
They're
chances.
scary.
I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand.
That's the reason why I'm like,
Samsung-
everybody tune into Easy. He's gonna give you all the nice Samsung covers. I'm just gonna chill,
Mhm.
Yeah.
watch
Hold
him
their
from the
feet to the
sideline,
fire.
and I'm just gonna be like, I'm cool.
Y'all enjoy.
Look at the S23 Ultra, right? We hearing all the rumors and videos coming out and all. They gonna be same design, 200 megapixel.
And
camera.
they had to do that, and I think they were forced to do that because that sensor is a good price and it's very competitive. But they should have a one. It should be a 1-inch sensor. It should be competing against.
They're not though.
They're not.
Samsung is playing it safe.
They're playing
with the
it
S23. Way safe with the S23. It's the S23 Ultra is gonna be way safe. They're gonna charge the $1,200 for the phone, and they keep it safe. Now I've been seeing a lot of hype videos about it, talking about it's gonna be a beast of a phone. It's gonna be fast. Fuck, phones been fast. I could pull out a Note 9 that's fast. Fuck, I'm tired of hearing the bullshit about fast and they can't beat Apple in benchmark tests. And as soon as you say benchmark test, well, don't worry about benchmark test. Don't worry about But come on now, Samsung got to be worried about benchmark test because everybody hoop line about how it's gonna be. It's gonna beat Apple. It's gonna beat Apple. Finally, they gonna beat Apple.
Finally.
Yeah.
I knew that was.
I knew that.
They finally beat Apple. So I mean. Well, I mean, but we talk about Samsung though. Samsung, oh shit, here we go. I knew somebody was gonna call in. Yo, you live?
Easy, how's it going?
Hey, this the Pepper Man?
Pepper Man.
Of course.
All right. We got the hot
I'm your
Pepper Man in the building. He got the Pepper Man. What's up?
Well,
I'm your Pepper Man.
Apple has their own SoC. Google has their own SoC. We see companies like Vivo, rocking the new processor and then having their own image processing, their V1 chip. Why doesn't Samsung have like an S1 Pro chip? They have their own, they have their own camera sensor. They make their own sensor. Why don't they utilize that along with and have like a 1-inch sensor along with their own image processing chips, even if they focus on that part of it and still run a Qualcomm Snapdragon SoC for the rest of it? Why don't they, come in and take their focus and literally improving that when they see all these other companies stepping up and wanting to improve the processing?
You got another call.
It wouldn't be that difficult for them to do. So
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Samsung chips suck. And
got another call.
Everybody wants Sony sensors. That's why. Because Samsung chips sucks and everybody wants Sony sensors. That's why. That's easy. That's easy question to ask.
Suck your camera.
Because look at Exynos processors, they fucking suck, right? Look at Samsung sensors, right? They fucking suck. That's why everybody wants Sony sensors. Sir?
I can see that, but if they're using parts from all these different companies.
So real quick, Michael, that's not the response, Michael. The response is the Vivo X80 Pro, the Pixel. They use Samsung Gen1s. What it is Samsung is not using their best sensors. That Samsung's not. Everybody else is using their best sensors. So that's the answer to easy. He tried to sneak that past you.
They don't use their own best parts on their own hardware.
Easy tried to pick that. He tried to put that right.
And he paused, right? He
was a big
yeah, he's like, wait a minute. He's like, what?
I guess you're right.
He did a Jedi mind trick on him. He's like, well, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Fuck Samsung anyway.
Yeah,
hilarious.
I don't get their mentality though of giving their best parts and best displays. Like they gave the best displays to the OnePlus for a while. They gave. Yeah,
but we have to remember. That they're a company. They're in business, right? So this is not just the mobile brand, right? Samsung Electronics is Samsung Mobile, Samsung displays, Samsung camera sensors, right? So they're like a parts bin that people use.
Money, bro. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what happened.
They're doing a pretty shitty demo then of demonstrating. If you want to talk to another company, why not demonstrate
it's
Michael Pepper. Let me tell you how this works. They sit at the round table. Apple said, whoever said that we want your best displays. We don't want the shit that you go put on your phone. We want shit better than that. We'll pay for it. And Samsung say, okay, you go.
And Samsung can buy their own. They get, but they choose not to.
Yeah.
So that's why this 200 megapixel sensor is clutch that they're using it. It's still, they should not. They should be using the Sony 989 next year based on their foreign competitors. Starting in January, they're going to have probably 3 phones over there that are competing against the S23 Ultra that would not be released with that 1-inch sensor. They need to be ready to fight them.
Samsung not gonna put a 1-inch sensor on it.
No, they're concentrating on the US right now.
Yeah, they're not gonna put a 1 because it makes it. They believe that they go make the phone look ugly with that big ass camera bump on it. You know, they looking at style and pretty, and you know they want the shit to look good and all that. They want the 3 camera and stuff like that. Especially when
that's why I gave up on my Samsung being any of my photo or video device a couple years back, just because they don't take it seriously.
I mean, listen,
it's fun for everything else, for multitasking and having Dex mode, and they have the best, I would say, software-wise as far as folding, not necessarily hardware, but software they got locked. And so, I go to my imports to get my good quality cameras for video and photo, and I use my other devices. But I see that as a problem. Like, can you imagine, if GM was like, oh, we're going to pitch my product to another company, but they put the shittiest components in their own car? That would be kind of like what Samsung's doing. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you want to demonstrate your best, you would think that you would optimize it for it. It's like Google, right? They put the software prowess in their own, but then they also allow some of those features to slide into the Google Photos, even on iOS and into Calendar and into YouTube and into other stuff.
But they save the majority of their good stuff.
Great.
Yeah.
We hear Samsung is in
their own prowess, their own
what's up, we're here at
Samsung isn't really doing that. It's weird. And I just thought about that. And on the iPad side, it's interesting to see, and I think what they're doing with the iPads now is what you're seeing what they're doing with the MacBooks and the iPhones, where they keep the last generation in. So, the M1 MacBook Air stayed in when the M2 came out, and then, the iPhone 13, some of them stayed in line when the 14 series came out. And we're seeing them do the same thing with the iPad. And the iPad 9th generation stays in line when the 10th generation came out. And now we're seeing them phase into that across all their lines. And like Barry said, that, that basically they're getting back to where the Air was always the previous generation device. It was basically the Pro with a slightly worse display. And they sell it again. And it allows somebody to get a pretty solid product but not pay as much. And then they just sell off all the extra parts, and they keep doing that year after year, and it's pretty smart. I kind of wish we would see other companies do that, and I feel like it would help with software development too, because if you think about, if you're developing software and then the next year new hardware comes out, you never fully get to develop the hardware prowess and the software together.
But you know what, Michael Pepper, I ain't gonna lie to you. The best looking smartphone, the best hardware right now in 2022 is this motherfucker right here.
Motherfucker.
It's beautiful.
Pro.
It's beautiful.
It's the most beautiful hardware, beating the Galaxy S22 Ultra, beating everything out there with the big ass camera Oreos on the bag, beating everything out there. When you pull out, I wait. Listen, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. I went got my my car. I got my car oil changed the other day, and when I was standing out while my car was getting my oil changed, and 2 of the representatives came to me and said, "Hey, bro," and this is when the phone wasn't even out. Like everybody couldn't get their phone, and I got my phone that Thursday, whatever. Man, if you want to sell a phone, I got something on it. I mean, people like they absolutely love this phone. I wasn't happy.
Otherwise we just gonna take it from you.
Yeah.
Right.
I was
in New Orleans.
You can do this the easy way.
Yeah.
Or the hard way. Hey, but you had that thing on you though. If they went that way.
Listen, LaShawn, I was in happy hour the other day, man. I had my phone in my hand. I would take a picture. I would put it on Twitter. And when I was in happy hour, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, everybody was complimenting about how good this phone looked.
Hey,
everybody, it's not an iPhone.
It's beautiful.
This hardware is is.
And the thing
middle
about
of-
it, me and LaShawn have been on Pixels for a while, and we've liked the look, right? But we knew there wasn't much like when people were like, "This, what the heck, LaShawn Barry? They look terrible." And like, what are we gonna? Oh no, it looks just as.
You're right.
I'm telling you, man, the Google did it right, man. They made a beautiful hardware, man. Oh man, the phone
Yeah,
looks
because
so
last
good.
year's wasn't ugly, but this
It wasn't
year-
ugly.
Oh yeah. This year
I like the
blows
6.
away last
I
year.
like the 6. the
Well,
6
thank you
Pro.
very much, Michael Pepper. I really appreciate you calling in,
Thank
sir.
Of course. Have a good evening, guys.
All right.
Yep.
All right, Pepper.
Whoever was calling, call back. Somebody was calling it. But I'm gonna tell you, the best design right now is the Google Pixel 7 Pro.
It's beautiful.
Don't let the night
It's beautiful.
see you say it, Eric.
Beautiful.
So Ted is like,
Don't let the nights hear you
the
say that.
Pixel is. You should call in, Ted. He's like, the Pixel is good, but to say it's the best design of the year.
Oh, they,
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you why it's the best design. Because you can't say Apple. You can't say Apple because they have rekindled the same phone for the last 4 years.
Who said it was Apple?
I'm just saying. You can't,
Oh, I was about to say who's.
if somebody will
Yeah,
say
I agree.
Apple.
I agree. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Who the fuck said that shit?
Yo, you're live. Hello? Who is this? Hello?
Ted?
Hello? Hello?
You stupid, Barry.
Hello?
Sean.
Ted, are you there?
You live? Are you there?
Lewis, you calling back to let us know you okay?
I mean,
Teddy,
somebody called and they said that they breathing like they having
Are you okay, Teddy?
they having a Beyonce moment right now. They having a Beyonce moment right now.
Yeah,
Something is
man,
wrong with you,
Pixel
sir.
is beautiful.
Picture's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Something's definitely wrong with LaShawn.
Let me tell you something. You know, design
Hey.
is half the battle. Design is half the battle. I'm telling you something. I could deal with subpar cameras, but I can't deal with a oh shit, it's somebody out of the country. Yo, you're live. Hello?
I'm live. Hello.
Yo,
Is this
hello,
Ivan?
you're
Hey,
live.
what's up?
Hey.
You hear who it is? It's Ivan.
What up, Ivan?
What's up, Ivan?
What's up, Bob?
What up? What up?
Sound like you're a little under the adult beverage, sir.
But don't forget, it's late for him too.
Oh,
Yeah, it's what, 5 o'clock in the morning?
I'm late. I'm not drunk. I'm late.
All right.
I'm Norwegian.
Yeah.
I'm Norwegian. The best looking phone, you can't discuss it. It is the S22 Ultra.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Okay. S22 Ultra. Sir, so let me ask you a question. Why is the best phone right now is the S22 Ultra? What reason would you give that?
It can do everything. It looks stunning.
Yes.
It's got the text. It's got the S Pen.
Yes.
It's got the display. It's got everything.
It's got the
Yes, sir.
whole
Micro SD.
kitchen sink.
So listen, I would agree with you. I think that the S22 Ultra.
It's got a lot of stuff.
It is great. But I pull out that S Pen and who's your daddy, baby? Who's your daddy?
No,
Who is your
penis.
daddy, baby? That's what I'm talking about. Who is your dad? When you pull out that pen,
penis.
and that pen standing tall, baby, and that's it. Who is your daddy?
What, sir?
When that
It
pen
what?
standing tall.
It
when
what,
that
sir?
pen,
You said bring out that
pull out
penis?
that pen.
Penis, yes.
That pen.
That's what I thought you said. I just want to make sure I was
Hey,
clear.
you need to calm
Who's your
down.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I was clear. I'm not in my home studio, so I just want to make sure what you said. Okay, just want to make sure I was clear.
Are you thinking dirty now?
Hey, I'm just
Oh, no,
saying,
no. He's just joking.
I'm just saying.
He's just
I ain't
joking.
talking dirty. No, indeed,
But
I'm just saying,
No,
like,
I'm
it
kidding.
is a great phone. Don't get me wrong. It is a great
It's a
phone.
great phone.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's like you're right when about the S Pen. Every time I pull it out, people are looking. What's this? And I've got that sound that you
Yeah, oh yeah. You got to get the sound. When you pull that sound out, listen, you ain't got to have the Star Trek, the Star Wars theme, right? You can have you can pull that pin out and say, "Oh, Daddy," right? I mean, you can have all kinds.
If you
of
really
things,
want someone to look, though, what you should pull out, Ivan, is this.
Yes.
Here we
pull
go.
out that 12S Ultra. That's what you do.
There you go.
Oh man, I'm looking.
Everybody gonna
Let me
look.
tell you.
Everybody gonna look.
Let me just tell you what I did. I took the phone of a friend of mine and I put in a sound in his phone. It was this. He had a Note 20 Ultra.
Okay.
And when he pulled,
Good phone.
and I borrowed his phone and I put in my own sound in it. So next time he was pissed. He was furious because he came back home and he took his pen out and then he heard the sound. Ah!
You stupid.
He must have watched my video.
And then he put it back in and
That's what I'm talking about. He must have watched my video. You know what you should have told him? Do you watch Easy Computer Solutions? Because he made videos about that, about pulling out the pen and making noise and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, he was real pissed at me because I put those sounds in his phone. So he was really pissed.
I got a lemongrass.
He's got hazel, but it looks like it's
it looks like
snow or lemongrass. Yeah, with that case on it.
In the light.
You got to turn off the light, Carol. Turn off the light.
Let me turn off the light. Okay.
See, because your phone's supposed to look like this.
It's supposed to look like that. Like
not no white.
You trying to go to snow. You trying to go to snow.
Yeah. You trying to look at that
snow. That snow is so beautiful. That snow is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And the pixel looks nice. It really does. I'm talking in my pixel right now, and I got a case on.
You sound really good. Ivan.
Yeah.
Jack Frost. Yeah, Jack Frost.
That I bought from Pixel, and it's brown and leather, and it looks so good.
Oh, look at that gold on that bitch. Oh, look at that gold on that bitch.
Damn, easy.
Oh, look at that gold on that bitch.
That wow, 14K right there.
Oh, look at that gold on that bitch. That's it right there. Look at that gold. I'm gonna tell you something, man. But that's the part that's standing out the most, man. I'm gonna tell you what I had put money. I had it sitting on down in the happy hour, and I had $20 bills next to my my pixel, and it all blended
I saw your
in.
picture. That's when it was white. I said, did Eric change his phone? I thought he had
it all looked in the blend in a little
bit. It all blends perfectly.
Good. And then I had the Heineken next to it. Right? It all, man, bitch looked it good. Ooh, Lord, it looked good.
Stop it, sir.
It looked good, sir. It looked good.
It sounds like I'm calling Pornhub.
Yeah. Yes, right. And then when I take the case off, it looked like a naked Beyonce, baby.
Lord have mercy.
Wow.
Lord.
A lot of motherfuckers do over that.
Sir.
Let me tell you something. If Beyonce the year right now, I'm gonna tell you something. If somebody say phone of the year, and when we talk about designs, and they give it to any other phone besides the Pixel 7 Pro,
Pixel 7 Pro is beautiful.
iPhone gonna get it.
Question that.
We know that, right? The iPhone is gonna get it.
Listen, don't
for
get
design.
Me wrong.
I don't know
No,
about that.
not for design.
Yeah,
Fuck the iPhone. That shit look like the iPhone for the last.
iPhone looks like
that's why it's gonna get
whatever. Yes,
that's why it's gonna get it.
Look, listen. If Apple come out with the same design next year, the iPhone gonna start turning into Medusa.
Looks like
Medusa.
What did you call it?
How could you keep saying that the hardware look good? I mean, you can't keep saying the hardware look good when the fucking phone people look the same. You know,
chick from Sanford and Son. What you used to call it, Eric? The 3XL used to call it a chick from the Sanford and Son. That sucker.
Yeah, sucker.
Are you talking about Esther?
Yeah,
Esther.
Yeah,
Esther. Yeah, man. You know, it start look like Esther, man.
Looks like what?
Esther.
Honest.
From Sanford and Son. Honest.
Like what?
Okay. Yeah.
But
like
listen.
Okay.
Listen, man, I really appreciate you calling in, man. We about to get on out of here. Man, you always welcome, man. And listen, I really appreciate your support. Your support.
Yeah, Ivan's great.
Lot, man. I really
he's wonderful.
Always that guy.
Yeah. And now you know what your name means.
Yes, yeah. Thank you for the history lesson. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
No, you don't.
Thank you for the. Listen. I really appreciate the history lesson.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I'll talk to you next time.
All right. Bye.
Later.
We got another call.
Yo, you live. Who is this?
Oh, good evening here. Just a long time look of your show, Easy.
Ted.
Hey, Ted.
Motherfucker, how do you guys know?
We know.
Hey,
Ted thinks he comes in here sounding like everybody. Ted, you sound. We know you. Your sound.
Listen, you go down to talk. I got to go to the boys' room.
Yeah, what's up, Ted? What's up, Ted? Oh, we can't hear him. Oh Lord, I love it.
That's right.
You go ahead and talk, Ted. This is what he said. Go ahead, Ted. But chat, talk amongst yourself.
Talk amongst yourself. Yeah.
Hey, what's up? What's up, doo-doo? What's up, doo-doo? Samsung 30X is better than Pixel 7s. Pixel 7s are in a good place.
30X? Okay. Talking about the cameras? Okay. Maybe. Yeah, y'all niggas is trash right now, bro.
Whatever.
The Suns is playing my boys.
Oh Lord, Lucifer is like going in on Doodle.
He is.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sir.
I mean, that's what Lucifer does.
Sucking Samsung. Oh, sir.
Lucifer, pause.
Lucifer is you little devil. You calm down, sir.
He said, "I am Lucifer." So
I am.
He did like he was supposed to.
Like he was supposed to, right?
Like he's supposed to.
He said, "Cock-a-doodle-doo, sir."
Yeah. I think they're both the 30X is good. I think I have seen some of the shots where it looked like the 30 times was better on the Samsung though.
Given tonight by Lucifer.
You should do it before you send the toodles. Before toodaloo.
No, I'm cool.
Oh, is toodaloo?
No, I'm just like I gotta get rid of. I can't take it. I'm like I don't want it. I was like, you gonna give me $9.25? Hey man, this is.
Getting it out here tonight.
Hey, Eric.
Out.
Yo. We couldn't hear Ted. We couldn't hear
Ted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ted, call back.
Oh, Ted's still on there. Hello?
Yeah, I was gonna say he probably still on.
Hey, what's up, Ted? So what do you got?
Yeah, design of the year 2022. I'll put my money on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 11T Astro Boy edition.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's a pretty phone.
Yeah,
that's a pretty. So you won't get a lot of votes, but I'm not mad at that selection. I'm sorry. I'm not mad at it.
What was that?
It's the Redmi Note Astro Boy. It's fire.
Astro, yeah, that's like a nice.
That's nice.
Is that Xiaomi 1S? What is it? The green colorway with the green.
Oh, the 12S Ultra. Hey, hey, man.
Yep, the 12S Ultra.
We at the official fans of the 12S Ultra don't have an issue. We do not have an issue. Now I don't have. I got the black one. I got the black and gold. I got New Orleans Saints, which Easy should get. This is a New Orleans Saints fans would purchase this. Who that would purchase this? But your boy Mims has the green colorway, and I think Juan has it too, right? Doesn't Juan have the green? I think Juan got the green too.
Listen, man, I really appreciate you calling in with your picks. We gonna have a top 10 pick coming up soon. Let's wait till we get closer to December when everything release, and we gonna talk about it.
Hey, before Ted goes, where are you from, Ted? I've always tried to ask people. No one told me. I should have just asked you.
Dallas.
Oh, are you born and raised from Dallas?
Well, I was born, not raised. I was raised all over.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay.
He said I was born, not raised.
He's born. All right.
That's what's up.
I was born, not raised.
That's right. Born, not raised. That's it. How about them Cowboys? Y'all lost this past week. Y'all fucking suck, man.
He hung up.
He hung up on you.
This motherfucker thing, I don't even want to be associated with it. It's like click.
He said, "Who that nigga? I'm out of here."
Eric, we all the way.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna look things up right now, Will. He said,
"Man, another episode of Wired Wednesday is in the books. We got to get out of here." Thank y'all guys very much. If you listen to the audio version of this, I promise you, we have fun every week. Oh man, listen, I got a podcast coming out tomorrow. Y'all guys, make sure y'all support the podcast. Thank y'all guys very much.
Live or pre-recorded?
No, pre-recorded.
Okay.
I did it already. I got the Saints game tomorrow night. Fuck.
Yeah.
He said he got time for that shit.
It'd be funny though to film it later and then you just not paying attention to the podcast at all.
That's what I'm talking about. That's right. We gonna get out of here one time, y'all. Oh! Yes, indeed. Peace out, y'all.